Hi Pam, morning. It's Lisa. Obviously, it's me. Hope you're well. Hope you had a great weekend. Obviously, you're very busy at the moment, everywhere, popping here, there, and everywhere. So it's actually great to do a video. This is week 9 for you, Pam, and it's actually quite a good time for you to start practicing and putting into place the things that we've been working on throughout the program in the last 8 weeks. So this can work actually very well for people. They might not be able to make a session for whatever reason, but it's a good opportunity to have that long break from speaking with me on a regular basis. So this can be quite a good opportunity for you to refocus yourself and work towards hitting those goals. So with this video, there will be some opportunities for you to take up if you so wish. Choices that you can make about whether you're going to do it or not. Plus, I would like you to give me some feedback before Friday on a couple of bits and pieces. So the first thing that I wanted to say is about your goals for last week. Did you hit them? How were you around hitting those when you've been quite busy? Did you manage to get the food in the fridge, do the Wheel of Fortune, do the gym sessions? Was that all going to plan for you? Let me just double check the other thing that you said. You set up MyFitnessPal. Obviously that went well. And the water, you were going for 4 waters, which is 2 litres a day. So please do email me back and let me know what went well and what could have gone a bit better for you last week. So I looked at your MyFitnessPal again, and again, overall, apart from that little Mackie D's in there, which isn't going to kill you, the quality of the food that you're eating is really, really good, and I think that will hold you in good stead going forward. I think it's really important. A lot of people have to work very hard on moving away from eating a lot of junk food. There were some days where there wasn't that recording, and again, I think whilst it can be a bit of a pain, once you are eating certain things, they do remember it and you can automatically add it in. And going forward in the next few weeks, it will become quite important just to see exactly where you are, for me, just to see if we need to make any tweaks and to try and hit those sort of 1,500 calories more consistently every day. There are still some days, I don't know if you've recorded everything, where your intake is quite low. And this may hamper you actually going forward. So consistency and commitment, you know those are 2 of my bywords. I know you're committed, but just get that bit more consistency in hitting those 1,500 calories. And also to, record. So that would be a great goal for this week, consistency and commitment. The second thing, exercise. Now, as we get busy, I think exercise is the first thing to go. The routine around the food can become more ingrained, I think, more easily than actually the routine of getting into the gym. And I know when we've spoken on the telephone, what you do is that routine of saying, yeah, I'll get my diary out and I'll schedule some time in. I think it's really important going forward is that we continue with that routine. And I wonder how you might feel about the challenge of going for 4 sessions this week, upping from the regular 3 to 4. I'm going to send you a little chart that you can print off and track when you're going to get to the gym. And also you can track on there if your machines tell you how many calories you're burning per day. Actually, I think I'm just going to get you to for the overall. Now, as you know, I don't actually go on that MyFitnessPal tracking, but I think what it does do, it does motivate us if we say, oh, look, I've burnt this many calories. It's not a free-for-all to go, right, well, I'll just eat cake. But it is the opportunity to actually see what you're doing and then increase that and push yourself a bit harder. And it's something I'm doing at the moment. So I set myself a goal of how many calories I am going to hit when I'm doing my cardio. So I think that's quite important. I don't know if you managed to do any of the bodyweight exercises, but again, I think that's going to become more important as we go in the next few weeks, is getting some weight training in. So you're shrinking, which is brilliant, and I've sent you your weight graph going down again. Well done. That's fantastic news. But we want you to now keep that tone, get a nice tone coming with that. And we talked about how the weight-bearing exercises will do that for you. So that's a little challenge if you so wish to take it up, is aim for 4 sessions. Diarise them, get them in, see if you can manage that. Now, there are various different ways in which you can do that, but I think with you diarising it really works. So I think that getting that written into your diary is a good thing. Now, it can be that you might say, well, I'm going to do it, I'm going to get up a bit earlier and I'm going to do one of the bodyweight exercises at home before breakfast. Now, doing fasted exercise can really increase your metabolism. It's not for everyone. I would say act with caution, but it is a great trick for burning off a few more calories when you do it before breakfast. But if you do, make sure you have a really good breakfast afterwards. And, you know, I think most of us think, oh, I can't get up any earlier, I'm up early enough as it is. But actually, again, it's all about that routine, getting that consistency. So that's one way in which you could make sure that you get your sessions in, is maybe do 1 or 2 early morning sessions. Then you're done for the day and you're sorted and you've got that done. But it's up to you, it's your choice. Of course, you don't have to do 4 sessions, but I think it's an important thing that going forward as well, if you do that little bit more exercise, it does give you a bit more bandwidth when you get to where you want to go to in terms of your goal weight. Wheel of Fortune, if you could send that back to me before Friday and we can talk about that. I'd be interested what your thoughts were. Or as always, I think it's very interesting. I'm very curious about how you process things and come to answers and decisions. So it'd be really great to get a little bit of feedback, but perhaps, you know, we will talk about that on Friday when we speak. The other thing that I wanted to see whether you would be up for the challenge for is, it's a little piece called 50 Things. It kind of leads on from the values piece. And it's basically, it does what it says on the tin. It's about writing just literally a brain dump of 50 things that are your values, that you're proud of what you've achieved, the things that you've done, the person that you are. And it's not too difficult. It's literally a brain dump. To be honest, the first time I did it, I think I got to about 23. And then I was like, oh, 50, really? So it can be quite difficult, I think, particularly for women, when we're doing well to, and I had this conversation with my coach this week, is just to accept praise and say, thank you very much, we're doing well, that's fantastic. Or when somebody compliments you, go, yeah, I've done really well, haven't I, you know. So I think that's a really important thing for us to recognise in ourselves, what we've achieved, what our values are, where we're going and how well we've done. So there's a little challenge for you, 50 things. So just to recap, on the food side, please just make sure you're hitting those 1,500 calories and recording consistently in MyFitnessPal so we can start to tweak as we need to tweak. 2, the exercise. I'm going to send you something that you can record on your exercise and your calories, how much you're burning. 3, the 50 things. So if you can have a think about that. That would be fantastic. What I'm also going to ask you to do is to, when you send me your goals, and I'd like you to go through this video, make sure you're clear and just say, yep, I'm going to do these things. I think that's really important. Again, it's speaking out loud and making a commitment to do the things that you need to do to get to where you want to go to. I'd also going to start asking you, what's your biggest takeaway? So it could be something maybe that you felt in the week or when you were traveling or something that you've done or whatever it is, but what's your biggest takeaway? It could be something that happened a couple of weeks ago when you had an aha moment or, you know, whatever it is that you think about. And I know you write sometimes. So what's your biggest takeaway? What do you think has come clear? And that, as I say, that's something I'm going to be asking you going forward in the next few weeks. So I hope this all makes good sense to you. I hope this is all clear. Feel free, obviously, to message me or drop me an email if there's anything that you're not sure about. As I say, I will send you that exercise chart that you can record on. And I look forward very much to speaking to you on Friday. Let me know if it's going to be telephone or Skype, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Just let me know. And yeah, well done. Great week again, great result, another pound off. Really hitting on track, fantastic. Thanks, Pam, take care. Speak soon. Bye-bye.